a diversity of styles of action interpretation. It's funny how Yu Mo-ping was always known for his solid martial arts direction. Then now he turned into the wire, master. But we never really believed in wire if we don't have to use wire. I think the greatest attempt and achievement for a martial arts actor, what makes him great to an average is the level of his actual physical skill, martial arts skill, not the skill of with a bunch of wire master. So that was our forte, and I stick by it. And I still try not to use wire if I don't have to. Only if that movement needs a little bit of enhancement. Now, wire works could range from physically wire the actor up the roof to wiring this cup. If I play with this cup in an acrobatic way, visually, there are many limitations to it. But with the help of perhaps a small wire here and there, that could possibly, bring it into a much more dramatic approach. So, again, back to that question, wire works. If I don't have to use it, then I don't use it. Martial arts is a way of expressing yourself. Expressing yourself the most truthful and dedicated way. And in this case, martial art is a technical arms and legs to every part of your body, turn it into a trained tools to attack in the old days. And nowadays it becomes more of an art form, from self-defense to a sport to a self-meditation. And it's a way of life. That kind of stuff.
And I think yeah, good. Okay, cameraman.
Different
you just
kind of gesture.
That's it. Yeah.
Kung Fu,
That's
Wing
it.
Chun. How about a little bit drunken, like,
That's it.
like Jackie Chan?
Okay.
The film didn't do well locally in Hong Kong, I meant. And that's how films are all the time, Films are always turn out to be successful under the most unexpected approach. You can go further and into the history of Hong Kong martial arts films and how influential that this culture, this treasure of Hong Kong action films has given the Hong Kong film industry. All the way from Bruce Lee days to, of course, all the way to later on to John Woo, Jackie, and Jet, and it's. I think the industry, the local industry, should really tip their hat. To Kung Fu movies. I'm very proud and honored to be part of Yu Mo-ping's contribution for his many years of working in the industry. I mean, winning an Oscar for Crouching Tiger, that was a proud moment for. It should be a proud moment for all the Hong Kong film industry, I mean, ultimately, making a film is to be shown to mass media. Otherwise, I would make a documentary or make a self-experimental projects. So to know the market, you must have knowledge of how to know the market. And that knowledge takes a lot of revenue. And one of the great things that I learned about Hollywood is that they spend a lot of money through years of, that's the structures of Hollywood, is years of understanding what the market wants, demand, hand supply. That philosophy always work, and it's like any other business. When I was in Hong Kong, I was reluctant to make poses for reporters, right? Because I've been doing so many kung fu films, I'm tired of showing how to punch and kick, right?
Okay.
And then when I went to America, everybody asked me, "Oh, can you strike a pose?" And then I finally said, "You know what? If that's what the public wants, by all means, you have it." All the rappers in America love kung fu movies. They all love kung fu movies, and I met up with one of my, actually he's a big supporter, Wu-Tan Clan?
Yeah.
Wu-Tan, right? Wu-Tan meaning, in Cantonese meaning, Mo Dong, because they love all these classics Shaw Brothers movies. When I met him in New York, he was helping me to promote Iron Monkey, and he told me, not to mention he saw every one of my TV series, and they were all in Chinese and Cantonese, and told me, literally, all his rap, the dialogues were extracted from Kung Fu films. The influence of Kung Fu films from Hong Kong has extended to beyond filmmaking. Now everybody, the teenager in Hong Kong and the rest of the Asian cities, right, are influenced by hip-hop and not given the credits back to their own culture, which is the Kung Fu film. Can you believe that? That's a sad reality. Let me tell you a little bit about the culture of this hip-hop gesture. Nobody knows about it. All the rest of the world, beside America, know about this gesture. Because they watch a lot of Kung Fu movies. These are all Kung Fu gesture. All this hip-hop stuff is all the Kung Fu movies.
Yes.
The Hong Kong audience should understand this, and what the Kung Fu movies from Hong Kong contributed to the rest of the world and made hip-hop the way hip-hop is. Right, Bay?
It's true.
It's very true.
It is.
Hong Kong, a lot of Wu-Tang, they love Kung Fu movies, all these Kung Fu movies. Exactly. Some of the lines were directly extracted from all the Kung Fu films. I love films because I think it's a very powerful, magical line of business, I mean, no other vehicle is as influential. Something that our existing physical being, no longer exists in this universe, something could pass on, and I don't want to call it legacy, but at least a piece of information that you can pass on to further down. I just want to share the interesting elements about life with the rest of the world. And in this case, I know a lot about action, a whole lot about action. And I wanted to try to adapt these elements into a daily subject so the audience can relate. And of course, I can't, I mean, who am I to say that, all of my approach could work? I have made many bad films. I will probably continue to not necessarily make good films, but I would sure hell I would try, to continue to be truthful to the art. That's my forte, and you can use that as a life philosophy. There's the old saying that I overheard, a phrase from Hugh Hefner, that we should live each day to its fullest. We should make our films to the best we could. Of course, under that circumstances, same philosophy to life.